Okay, I'm at my son's school and I decided to maximize my time and make a video for you. So, somebody happened to message me on Facebook, and it was also after somebody had commented on, me posting saying that I needed more ideas. So one person had said, what do you do about working around an injury? Like, I guess motivation or how to do it. And then somebody else had asked, basically, and I just read it, basically like, what do you do when you're not strong enough and you, I guess, want to be stronger? So, I mean, the point is that, number one, I will say that you never, ever, ever should ever compare yourself to anybody. So, like, your chapter 1 should never be compared with somebody else's chapter. You should also never make assumptions that it's easy for people. People have made comments like that to me. Oh, it's easier for you. It is not easy to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 7 days a week for 7 years straight, and then commit to doing it forever. Like, never taking a vacation. It is not easy to work around injuries, and just because I don't talk about it, and this is something that I message back to somebody, like, I have bad days. I have days that I don't feel good. I have days that my issues are bothering me. Like, I have knee problems, I have a shoulder problem, elbow problem, besides slicing my arm, which I did a funny post, not funny, whatever, maybe funny, about how I literally think I have more scars from shaving than I do anything else, but I have lots of injuries. I just don't complain about them. And I don't talk about them a lot. And if I ever do post, it's more of me like posting to say, have a headache today, sick, have bronchitis, but I'm gonna still go get it done. Probably one of the best days that I ever had was the day that I was beyond sick and I totally didn't want to go to the gym, but I got super hyped up when I was forcing myself to go. Like, there was something psychologically that happened when I had said I'm committed to going to the gym, even though I feel like crap. And then I ended up having the strongest day, even though I'm sick. And some people are like, oh, well, I'm weaker when I'm sick. Not necessarily. And then, so basically what I want to say to both is, it doesn't matter where you are. What matters is where you're going to. Like, I've watched women squat over 400 pounds. I've watched women with ease squatting 225. And it took a very long time. Like, I was actually watching old videos of myself from years ago because I'm working on my YouTube on this channel, and I'm like scrolling through some of the videos, and man, how I have changed. I saw somebody in the gym at 24 Hour Fitness and they made a comment about how much I've changed, and I say, isn't that the point of going to the gym? We're supposed to look and feel different. I mean, if you're at maintenance, then obviously you're at maintenance. But if you're always trying to improve to be a better version, then you should definitely be changing. If you're not 100% satisfied and in maintenance, then your point of going to the gym is to improve and be better. So, and that's what I want to do. So, where I am now and what I can squat now and what I could leg press now and all that stuff is nowhere near where I was before. So wherever you are, just focus on being a little better the next day. And that's what I had messaged to this person. You just, whatever it is, wherever you are right now, I'm not strong. No, say I'm getting stronger. Like, even when new people start in the studio, they might make a comment, and pretty much every woman says this. Oh, I have such a weak upper body. No, you don't have a weak upper body. You're getting your upper body stronger. Like, we all have one side that's a little bit stronger than the other. So some people will turn around and say, oh, my left arm is so much weaker than my right. No, it's not. Your right arm is stronger than your left. So it's all about the way that you word things, the law of attraction, all that other stuff. So wherever you are right now, if you're squatting dumbbells, 2 10-pound dumbbells, okay, you will eventually get up to squatting 215s, then maybe 220s, then maybe you want to try a barbell, then you want to put a little something on the barbell, and it's all about every week being better. Like, once a week, I don't post as much, well, I did a lot, of me doing my barbell squats that I do every Sunday or Monday, depending on what I have that weekend, but usually I do legs on Thursdays and Sundays, but I squat on Sunday morning or Monday if I have to move my day around. And please, my max was when I first started, and I haven't back squat with a barbell because of my nerve damage on my neck and my back issues from an accident in 1999. This is the first time I'm squatting in years. I used to squat many, many years ago. Like, my God, I think the last time I squat was 5 years ago, back squat. And I was, the first time I did it with, I think 135, and then each week I've done a little bit more. I've gotten a little bit lower. Whatever. So, I mean, and now I'm up to what I'm up to, which is, for those of you that aren't on Facebook or Instagram, I'm now up to 235 for 6 reps. So, I mean, it was hard work getting there, and it was an every week trying to improve. And then it's also because my food is on point. You can't have gains or losses, whatever your goal is, or build strength while losing weight or not trying to gain weight. Like, you can't have that if food's not good. Like, food is 100% the whole huge part of it. And then working around an injury. So don't think I forgot about that. Working around an injury, it's, you have to pay attention to your body. There's a soreness, and then there's a pain. There is being smart about the way that you train. There also is, and I say this, what's the word I'm looking for? There also is, you don't want to baby it too much. So, like, I have so many injuries, and if I would have let that hold me back, I wouldn't be where I am. You don't want to baby things too much, but it also depends on what the injury is. So, and then just focusing on the little bit that you're better each time, instead of focusing on what you have. Like, for me, with my Crohn's disease as one of the things, instead of literally being like, why can't I just be able to eat this, and why do I have to have Crohn's disease, and why do I always have to have a stomach ache, and why do I have to go to the bathroom 100 times a day, and blah blah blah. Instead, I focus on, good thing I have Crohn's disease, because I would want to eat a lot of the foods that I technically can't eat. And I'm glad I have Crohn's disease, because it gives me an opportunity to motivate people that do have medical conditions out there. I'm glad I have Crohn's disease and I'm not on medication anymore. And that's ultimately what got me into this. One of the reasons that got me into this. I became a trainer 2 years after I found out I had Crohn's disease, and got inspired to learn about it, and then did all my research, got certified and all that other stuff, and then ultimately that's what started this whole flow. And then I will say this, sometimes being wherever you are is an opportunity to, like, see such a light. So something new happened today, and it's like for me, and without telling about what happened that's new today, I will tell you guys about me. You see this version of me. You see this, like, always trying to be on point, always joking around, always trying to be hyper for my kids, not posting that I'm in a bad mood, or not posting rants or being negative or anything like that. And this is rare. My son's coming back without me calling him. You see that, but nobody saw the me that I was many, many years ago. Nobody saw the person that ignored phone calls, that cursed out my mother, that didn't want help, that was binging and purging. Nobody saw that person, and nobody saw the years of homework that I had to do, the many hours sitting in a, oh, he's not coming, the many hours that I sat in bookstores, the 4 jobs that I had to try to keep my mind quiet from my own emotions, but then not working on them, which is why I was in the bookstores when I wasn't working those other 4 jobs. Nobody saw all that work. And one of my clients posted something about how you see a successful person and you just make all these comments about how, oh, maybe they had it easy, or maybe they were giving it to them, or, yeah, they worked hard, but, it's not as hard as I have to work. When you have no idea. No idea. I posted a video years ago, it's got to be now 3 years ago, of me interviewing my mom when I went back to New York. And you guys should watch that. I don't even remember what it's called. I should totally have that. But, it's, if you only knew. So it's not about where you are now. It's not about where you want to be, even though you always do want to have a goal in mind. It's about embracing where you are now and just trying to be a little better version of yourself the next day. So like, I didn't see my life 17 years ago where it is today, but I mean, I had people that when I first got into the industry, they were like, oh my God, you're totally going to be on TV one day. I mean, I'm not on TV, but it wasn't, I don't know if there was YouTube or if I didn't know about it. There was no Facebook, there was no social media, there was none of all this. So, you know, there was, I did not picture my life like this. I thought I would never have kids. I thought I would never get married because I was petrified that I was going to be another version of my father. I feel like I survived my childhood, even though my mom is my angel. But I felt like I had no lessons to teach a child because I don't know how to be a mom or a dad. I know my mom did her best to try to save me from my dad, but like, I just felt like, what am I going to bring to the table to a kid? And, you know, being, you know, physically abused by my father, I was petrified that that would come out. And it's just like so many things. And then again, depression and caring what people thought of me and so many things that people do right now, that people struggle with right now, I mean. But now it's like, and don't get it twisted, I'm not like, oh, I have this wall up and when somebody says something bad about me, it's just, oh, it's cool, I'm cool. No, you know, I still am hurting from a certain situation. Somebody literally last week, and I love all of my Facebook friends that literally went off on this woman who commented on one of my videos, 3 comments on one of my videos where I was squatting and my husband was spotting me. It happened to be on a Sunday morning and he just finished cardio and I said, hey, can you spot me on this last set? And then I put a funny meme at the end of the little video clip that I made, and this woman went off on how I look like a dude and I'm so not, and it's nasty and I look disgusting, and like 3 different comments. And all of my friends made, and literally it bothered me. Like, it really bothered me that day. Like, somebody one of my clients sent me a random text message and just saying it wasn't even my client, it was one of my husband's clients. And I was like, I'm assuming you saw the post. And she's like, yeah. And I said, I appreciate that because it did kind of bother me for a moment. You know, when I overhear people, and I'm not stupid, I overhear people when I go to grab the same dumbbells as the guys and then they make comments, oh, she looks like a man. I don't really care because you don't know what I look like in a dress, because I do not think I look like a man when I'm wearing a dress. But whatever. So I hope this video helped anybody that's struggling with where you are right now. Watch my video that I talked about mini goals. So I always say have a long-term goal, but it's very emotionally exhausting to think about your goal. And it's good to have one, but then you just have to enjoy the process. So let's just say if your goal is a 5-year goal or a 1-year goal or whatever, an 80-pound goal, you have that in the back of your mind and why you want to get there, but then you need to have mini goals. What am I going to do to get me to the end of the day? What am I going to do to get me to the end of the week? How am I going to be better to get myself to the end of the month? So it's about those mini goals because that's going to make it a lot more attainable, and enjoying the process. It's exhausting to think about, I have 79 more pounds to go. I have 78 more pounds to go. So, and then wherever you are strong and you are getting stronger. Not you are weak and I gotta get stronger. And that's it. So I hope it helped.